Welcome back to the bench in the backyard. Y'all saw this one a few about a month ago, I guess, which is when this actually got done. And you can see it's starting to grow out again. So we're going to come back in, do another quick prune on it. I've got another camellia that I'm going to be doing as well. Not another camellia, because this is not obviously camellia. But yeah, I've got a camellia that I'm going to be doing as well in this video. Just giving them a little quick haircut. Coming in, and where did I put my scissors? Here they are. So we'll just come in real quick, and I mean, you can see this is where it got trimmed last time. It budded back out of those two leaves, and then this is the new growth. So yep, all we're going to come in here and do is anything that's getting long and leggy, we'll cut back to 2 sets of leaves or 3 sets of leaves, depending, or anywhere. If we have like a bifurcation, see this bud already budded out, we'll leave that one. Come back about that same length. 2 sets of leaves. This one right here, you can see there's some buds back in here. I don't think any of those will grow out though. So we'll actually come in, take that whole branch off. Anywhere you see long internodes like that, we're going to go ahead and take that out. We're going to come back with just a couple of leaves and let it all go. Got a bunch of flowers up here, which would be nice. I don't really care about the flowers at the moment. Right now we're kind of really working on ramifying this a little bit now before we put it into an actual bonsai pot. Yeah, this one might actually live in that round pot that I made earlier, that y'all saw, the small round one. This one. It's kind of wide. We'd set it over here like this, so it kind of looked like that. Possibly. We'll find. We'll see. Yeah, this one is, this is definitely a grower. And we just, like I said, we just trimmed it about a month ago. And we're already getting a lot of fresh growth on it. A lot of new growth. Stuff that we don't want. It's getting a little out of shape. So we're just coming back, trimming it back, trying to keep some decent shape on it. See, that already looks a lot better. You're coming from down here. Anywhere that it's gone to 3, like where we made our cut, if that cut's extended a little bit and kept growing, as well as putting out 2 new shoots, I'll go ahead and cut that back to 2. The more we stay on top of that, the less we have to cut off later, especially when we know that those buds are doing well. really have to worry about that too bad. Take you all the way back. Yeah. This one right here, you can see there's nothing growing right there, but it does have this bud right here. So we'll come back here, take that whole thing off. Those, we've got a little bit of a long node right there at the branch. Especially right here. That whole one can come off. But yeah, since this is a type of boxwood, you don't really have to worry about taking off too much. They back bud extremely well. And that's what they were bred for. The plants that they're coming from in nature are basically a natural deer feed. So, you know, they're used to being cut back real hard by the deer, so you don't really have to worry about over pruning them. I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to take it all the way back to here because you might not get any back budding on that strong, but you might, because you know, I've got a leaf bud right here that's down on the base of the tree, which is way too low to use, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that one. But much like an azalea, if you cut it all the way back to wood, you should be fine. But since this was my wife's tree, she's the one that picked this one out. She doesn't do anything with it, but she still claims it is hers. She's like, oh, I love how my tree is doing. And then I say, yeah, you know, I'm going to cut a lot of that off. She's like, oh. But yeah, she really likes this tree, so trying to keep it into a shape where it still looks good, but she's happy with it. I keep telling her that I'll show her what to do and she can take care of it, but she's afraid she'll kill it, which, I mean, that's the worst thing that can happen, is you can kill it and it's just a tree. You can get another tree. This one, nothing all the way back here, so we'll take it down to there. This one's all long, so we'll see if we can't get this one to bud. Same thing here. And just get what we can. Alright, so just a real quick haircut. Took less than 15 minutes. And there we have it. Alright, so I'm going to go grab that camellia and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is that camellia I was talking about. Y'all saw this in the intro video if y'all watched that one. I've pruned it back a couple times. You can see right there was a prune right there. And this thing just keeps growing and growing and growing. It's doing really well. It's planted in 100% Canuma. It's one of those acid-loving plants, so rhododendrons, camellias, azaleas, anything like that. It's probably what I'm going to be wind up putting that mingarelli y'all saw a couple weeks ago, maybe about a month ago now. Probably what I'm going to wind up planting that in. So yeah, this is the only big problems that I have is right down here. You can't really see it from there. Show it. You got these two really big cuts. Probably going to wind up maybe cutting this one off down here at the base and hoping that'll work. I'll probably use this branch right here as the main lead for that, and just cut off right there and hope that can kind of heal up over time. It'll take a while. Camellias are fairly slow growing as far as the trunks go. These branches, this is like I said, I've cut these back several times already. Yeah, so we'll just be giving this a quick haircut. Same thing as the last time. We're basically looking for, this one was cut down here, so we're going to go a couple of leaves and just snip that off. And when we're selecting leaves, if it's not growing in the direction that you want it to, go to the next leaf that is. So if we use this as the front of the tree, I want this one to grow out this way. So I would have to bring it up to this leaf, or I would have to go up to this next one. This one should be fine. So we know this bud's going to come out this way. We don't want it growing towards the center of the tree. Go ahead and take this off, and that should callus up pretty good. These we can have coming out this way. This one has a bud coming out right here, so it's going to be shooting off of that direction anyway, so we'll keep that. So up here, either direction is fine. I don't have a whole lot coming over this way right now. Most of this is all on this side of the tree, so we kind of want to even that out. We'll go to this leaf right here, and this way, this bud down here is the one that's going to shoot, and it'll go this way. Same thing over here. We want these to kind of come over. This one doesn't really matter, it's on the outside. So we'll let that go and let this shoot up and out to the back. Up here, same thing. We want to go to the left with that one. We kind of want to go to the right with that one. And so these should split out that way. This one going to the right. That one we can take straight up. this one out. And see, this is the one that we would want, but it's the first branch. It might not have a bud that'll pop. So we could go straight up and hope the next one has a bud that goes this way. This one's also not facing in the right direction, but this one is. So our choices are to come in here and snip here, or to snip here and wait for this shoot to come up and hope we can move it out this way. I think I'm going to go with this one. Worst thing that happens, this bud pops and it doesn't do what we want it to do, and we can actually shorten this back down to this leaf right here and hope that bud does what we want it to do. So we'll go right below this next node, take that off, and hopefully we get a decent rightward push on that one. So up here we kind of want to go up more. Well, we've got this one that's already coming out. We can kind of push it towards the front a little bit. And this one we'll push to the right to kind of come out, have this one come out forward a little bit, and this one kind of keep going in that direction. Up here we'll try for a little so up here, right here, you can see this is where I cut it back before, and then this is that bud that popped right there. We kind of want to bring it forward a little bit. So on this leaf that's now coming towards us, we went ahead and popped that one off right above that. We'll bring this one kind of back towards the center. We'll take this one out to the left. And this one will go out towards the back. And this one will go back in towards the middle. This tall one right here, we'll take towards the outside down low. This one we want to keep going towards the right. Well, our right now, the left of the tree, because it'll be up here and going this way. Up here, we'll take that out towards the back. This one right here, we'll take out to the, oh, nope, that is the back. Well, you can take it out to the back anyway. All right, so that was a little quick, less than 10 minutes on that one. But what I'll probably do is in the late winter, once it's in dormancy, I'll probably come in here and cut this off about right there. And then this one in the back will probably, this one right here will probably wind up being my apex. And bring this one back down, maybe right there. Um, that way we'll have this cut back here fairly well hidden. It'll be basically cut like that. And then with this up here, and we'll see what when we get to it. See how it responds to this little pruning. If we get the shoots where we want them, then we'll go from there. So until the next time I see y'all out at the bench in the backyard, just remember to grow them big, to keep them small.